Hello, dear students. We want to study about the interhalogen compounds. When two different halogens react with each other, interhalogen compounds are formed. They can be assigned the general composition as XX dash, XX dash 3, XX dash 5, XX dash 7, where X is more electropositive than X dash and X is larger size halogen than X dash. Or we can say X has more bigger atomic number than X dash. As the ratio between radii of X and X dash increases, the number of atoms per molecule also increases. Thus, iodine 7 fluoride should have the maximum number of atoms because radii of radii between I and F is maximum. So ratio of radii, I'm sorry, because ratio of radii between I and F is maximum. Thus IF7 is possible with maximum number of atoms. Now we should study about the preparation of interhalogen compounds. Interhalogen compounds can be prepared by the direct combination or by the action of halogen on lower interhalogen compounds. So direct combination means two halogen react with each other directly, or the halogen reacts with the lower interhalogen compound. We'll see the example. The product formed depends upon the specific condition. For example, if we take equivolume of chlorine and fluorine, we will get ClF at 473 Kelvin. But if we take fluorine excess at 573 Kelvin, then we can get ClF3. If we allow iodine and chlorine in equimolar mixture, then we can get ICl. But if we take chlorine excess for iodine and chlorine, then we can get ICl3. So this is how the conditions like excess of the element and temperature changes the product. If we react the if we allow to react bromine with 3 molecules or 3 mole of 1 mole of Br2 with 3 mole of F2 and we dilute it with water, we get BrF3. But if we take Br2 and 5 mole of F2, like 5 times Br2 then 5 times F2 then Br2, so Br2 F2 is excess and then we can get BrF5. Some extra examples: I2 plus 7F2, that gives IF7. We just need to maintain the temperature of 625 to 675 Kelvin. Generally 625 temperature is maintained. Interhalogen compounds can also be prepared by the action of halogen on lower interhalogen compounds. For example, fluorine, which is a halogen, if reacts with interhalogen compound IF5 at 625 or 675 Kelvin temperature, it produces IF7. ClF3, if reacts with F2, it gives ClF5. ClF, if it reacts with F2, it gives ClF3. So halogen, when it reacts with the lower interhalogen compound, it produces the higher interhalogen compound. Some properties of interhalogen compounds that we need to study, they are: suppose what is the type of interhalogen compound, what is its formula, whether its physical state and color and structure. So if we take XX dash type of, then we have ClF, which is colorless gas. We have BrF, which is pale brown gas. We have IF, which is very unstable and detected only spectroscopically. We have BrCl, which is a golden yellow gas. The melting point of this golden yellow gas, or this golden yellow BrCl, is minus 66 degrees centigrade, and that is why actually it cannot be found in the solid state at room temperature. Then ICl exists in two forms, alpha form and beta form. Alpha form is of ruby red solid and beta form is brown red solid. IBr is a black solid. All this XX type compounds are found to be linear in shape. Then we have XX3 dash. ClF3 should be the ClF3 is a colorless and it has bent T shape. BrF3 is a yellow colorless gas. ClF3 is a colorless and gas. BrF3 is a yellow green liquid, whereas IF3 and ICl3 are IF3 is a yellow powder solid, whereas ICl3 is an orange solid. All these XXT3 type have the bent T shape. The If we study about ICl3, then ICl3 actually dimerizes as a Cl bridge dimer as an I2Cl6. Then we have XX-5, we have IF5, which is a colorless gas but solid below 77 Kelvin. It is then we have BrF5, which is a colorless liquid, and we have ClF5, which is a colorless liquid. So both these two are colorless liquid, and this is colorless gas. So XX-5 are colorless. All XX-5 are colorless, and they have square pyramidal structure. Then we have XX-7, which is IF7, which is even a colorless gas, and it has got the pentagonal bipyramidal structure. So this is how we can understand few of the properties. Let us study them one by one. All interhalogens are covalent compounds. They cannot be ionic. All the bonds formed are covalent in nature. All interhalogen compounds are diamagnetic in nature. As we can see that the number of X dash is always the odd number, and that is why they always have the paired electron, and that is why they are diamagnetic in nature. Interhalogen compounds may be solid, liquid, or gas. That is what we have seen. Interhalogen compounds have higher melting and boiling point as compared to the constituent halogens. So, suppose they are made from chlorine and bromine, then they have the higher melting and boiling point as compared to both chlorine as well as bromine. But all the other physical properties are intermediate between those of constituents halogens. So, all the other properties are intermediate between the constituents.